Hey guys, I have a supervillain artwork for you. Like I said, we're going to continue the story, and so yeah, you guys are gonna have to go back if you guys want to. You guys are gonna have to go back to the first superhero I made that connects to the story. Sorry. Okay, here we are. The supervillain that took the orb, took it, made a dark creature, then fused the orb and the creature in his body for they can leave the Shadowverse. And we're about to go to the story of what he did when he left. So he left, and as he left, he was hearing a very dark voice asking him to come to him. And so he followed, and he found a weird statue of a sword. He touched it and released a statue of a dragon head, very huge one actually, disguised as the sword, saying that if he took his power, who has more power than he ever had. And as long as he gets the rest of the pieces of his body that contains the rest of his power, they'll be able to rule the world. But he also said there was a catch. Taking his power means that he can't go through multiverses, and that's where all the pieces got scattered. Well, the pieces of his body. And they were all disguised as some very legendary artifact that no one is able to see or get to. So, with this being said, he agreed. And so he figured out another way, taking this dragon's dark power for himself. He decided to take over planets, trying to find perfect host, if you may, to contain his power. And containing his power was going to allow them to travel for the multiverse without these ruled restrictions. Okay, now we got to a little bit more of the backstory when they left. I'm kind of glad I postponed it, because it kind of leaves a little bit more of a dramatic effect. First of all, this villain, his name is Darkcon. And let's get to things that I like first. How much I think a lot of people can see this is kind of similar to the pose I did before with the other brothers' body. That's only because I need a more beefier body for this villain. And I did make this by myself. I made this wrist arm by myself. By the way, I am very impressed of myself. So yeah, pretty much as you guys already know, the people who took the orbs, they got a permanent suit that cannot be taken off no matter what. And this suit is basically armor that is connected to their powers as well. Now, with how much I love these arms and I love the style I've done for these they're amazing. They're amazing, and I love them. I love the style. I love how I kept the style with the shoes and the feet, just to keep it up to the length. Into the lengths. I don't really think if I did the whole gold line thing it would look good. I think if anything it would look terrible, in my opinion. So yeah, in my eyes this thing, and the thing I love how he has this helmet that has this little diamond shape on it that also looks very cool. Things I don't like. His chest is a little bit too pumping forward, and he looks like he's looking directly at you. So it looks like he's looking directly at you, but his body's going like this. So it's like, honestly, I kind of hate this hand. I really want the hand to be open, because I feel like that would have made it look better. And it does kind of look like that, but also it does kind of look like a very terrible drawing hand. So that's my bad. This fist, though, that's pretty good, in my opinion. When I got finished coloring this, I kind of did wish I did other colors. Like if I could have made a different color for the shoes, for the boots, or whatever these would be. or in the entire legs, and have like this in the arm and stuff. I didn't really think of that at the time, but now I'm thinking about it, and it's just like, oh god, no, it just looks terrible. But in any form, this is actually a pretty good villain. So yeah. And by the way, the only reason why I haven't done a second TikTok video, like the first, because you guys know I do 2 TikTok videos, because the other one's going to be a storytelling one. Well, I'm not going to get into in this TikTok because I need more time. So we're going to do in the other one, and you'll get to more of how this dragon, and I will just say this right here, right now, this is a dragon that was once a planet dragon come into a planet destroyer dragon, well, turning into one, and there's going to be a story of how he got defeated. And that's also going to be furthering the plot line. Okay, but I hope you guys love this supervillain. I kinda am happy that I'm doing a giant story. Like a giant long story that's going to be taking in other TikToks, so it's going to be pretty cool. Anyone who scrolls on this TikTok, if you guys want to see how this story unfolds, you can follow my TikTok. I would advise you to look at the other 2 superheroes, because none of the other superheroes I have here connects to the story, except for any other characters that I will be just mentioning their names and saying that they're in the battle, because there's really no point. Other than that, there could be a pause, I don't know, because there is supposed to be a lot of superheroes that are in this fight. But also, I could just kind of mess with the story a little bit. I could. But we'll see. And I should also mention, in the story there will be characters that I will not be drawing, but I will just be describing them, because they're going to be kind of understandable. And I will explain that later. So yeah, pretty much you guys are going to get like a giant piece of story on the next TikTok I make. Tomorrow, we're going to be getting into a few other heroes and stuff that are going to be extremely connected to this battle. So pretty much we're going to get to heroes and get to them and how they're connected to the battle. And then when I have done all of that, and it shouldn't be that many superheroes. I think it's like 4 of them. 4 or 5 at least. We'll get to a few of the people that he did find to be his subjects. Okay, see you guys later. Crimson Thunder, out.